Welcome to Ventereum, a new paradigm built on the concept of decentralized layers. At its core, Ventereum redefines how blockchain economies scale by allowing each staking pool to operate as an autonomous layer. These layers function independently, yet contribute collectively to the network's overall security and economic output. To understand why this matters, consider the limitations of conventional staking systems. Most rely on a single validator set, creating bottlenecks, centralization risks, and inefficiencies. Ventereum addresses these issues by enabling users themselves to create layers, each one becoming a block-producing economic cell within a broader, interconnected architecture. This shift marks a foundational evolution in how decentralized economies are formed and sustained. With that foundation, Ventereum introduces a dual-chain model. Users interact across base layer 2, which handles transactions and staking operations, while the layer hosts thousands of independent pools operating in parallel. Instead of depending on one monolithic system, Ventereum distributes economic responsibility across a dynamic network of user-driven layers, ensuring resilience and scalability. This brings us to the architecture itself. Ventereum consists of two major components: Base L2, responsible for execution and settlement, and the layer, where each pool operates like an isolated economic unit. On Base L2, deposits, withdrawals, activations, and reward logic are processed with precision and uniformity. Meanwhile, each pool on the layer behaves like a decentralized savings vault, where staking and rewards use the same token. Crucially, rewards adjust dynamically based on the K ratio, a mechanism that reflects real-time economic conditions within the pool. Thousands of these pools can function simultaneously because each is self-contained, minimizing pressure on the main execution chain. Pools may support the same token but differ in lock durations, reward rates, and activation requirements, forming a competitive marketplace of yield opportunities. The engine behind all of this is the Z-Staking Pool V3 contract, designed to be minimal, deterministic, and secure. It controls update intervals, prevents reentrancy, ensures predictable reward distribution, and maintains the economic integrity of every pool. Validators then play a vital role within the system. They fund the bond, supply the rewards, activate the pool, and influence its performance, tying their incentives directly to responsible operation. All of these components integrate into Ventereum's token economy. Validators receive VTC, Ventereum's native token, minted according to a halving schedule linked to the number of pools created. This means economic activity and token issuance remain aligned. Validators can also design custom interfaces for their pools, giving them the freedom to build community-driven financial products and user experiences. Ventereum supports major tokens including cbBTC, ETH, USDC, and WVTC, ensuring strong liquidity foundations. VTC follows a controlled emission model, a maximum supply of 21 million, and a halving mechanism inspired by Bitcoin, but mapped to pool index instead of time. This keeps emissions tied closely to real adoption. Only assets with sufficient liquidity and risk profiles are approved for pool creation, enhancing user safety. Furthermore, token supply is balanced evenly between Base L2 and Ventereum L1 to optimize liquidity distribution and system efficiency. Beyond the staking architecture lies Ventereum L1, the chain dedicated to financial applications such as DEX trading, lending markets, perpetual futures, and new token listings. Since it operates independently from the layer, L1 achieves high throughput and low fees. The native DEX anchors liquidity for all pool-related tokens, with core pairs such as cbBTC WVTC, ETH WVTC, and USDC WVTC forming the backbone of the ecosystem. Unlike conventional YMMs, Ventereum's liquidity benefits from savings-based incentives, improving capital efficiency as network activity grows. Looking at the broader advantages, the layer architecture scales horizontally. As more pools are created, decentralization strengthens without increasing computational strain. Bond requirements and transparent reward logic mitigate malicious behavior, while staking algorithms ensure system-wide stability. Validators are empowered to shape their own microeconomies, and users gain access to diverse saving terms, interest models, and asset choices, something traditional staking frameworks simply cannot offer. As we look forward, Ventereum's ecosystem will continue to expand through new DeFi applications, broader token support, and a growing validated community. The long-term strategy focuses on sustainable economics, scalable infrastructure, and active user participation. Ultimately, Ventereum represents the beginning of the DeLayer era, an era where every user, validator, or community can build a decentralized layer of their own, contributing to a network that grows stronger with each new participant.